George, we've spoken about our dating preferences before on the show, but what
Yes.
about your preferences when it comes to a job?
Firstly, it would probably just be you not being my colleague.
Right, okay, you extremely rude little boy. That was unnecessary, wasn't it? What I meant was, would somebody's job be a factor as to if you would date them or not?
Well, I mean, if they're like a serial killer, I'll probably give them the axe. But other than that, I'm not too bothered.
Yeah, I mean, preferably I would like to survive a first date. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, that's fair enough. Would you say money matters?
I mean, if they're giving it to me, then yes, I would actually quite like that a lot, to be honest with you.
So would you date an accountant?
Probably, yeah. I mean, you'd be smart, rich, and I love a good man in a suit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would too. Well, not a man. No matter how many drinks you try to give me, Balegde.
Yeah, I guess I just can't help myself, George. What am I like? Yeah.
Well, women can be accountants too. They don't all look the same. They don't all wear suits.
True.
Anyone with ambition could be an accountant, as long as they're prepared to put the work in.
I didn't say that women couldn't be accountants, George. I'm just extremely homosexual. I like men.
Okay, valid point. Well, for our listeners at home who potentially want to date someone like Max,
So, absolutely everybody then, obviously.
or me,
Oh, so no one.
ACCA might be the option for you.
Tell me more, George.
Are you auditioning for Greece? You can register to do your accountancy qualification today at ACCA and turn your passion into a career. With an ACCA qualification in accounting and finance, you can be whoever you want to be and go wherever you want to go in any business sector all around the world.
To be fair, I've always wanted a job where I can travel.
That's very true, and from fintech to Formula One, financial expertise is in high demand across every business. If you want to build a career that delivers rich rewards, influence and opportunity, then get the accountancy qualification that opens doors.
Literally, who knew that accountancy was so flipping exciting? Where do I sign up?
Simply go to yourfuture.accaglobal.com to register your interest.
Or click the link in the description and sign up to ACCA today. Do it now! Hello, I'm Max Balegde.
And I'm George Clarke, and welcome to the Useless Hotline. TikTok wasn't working out for us.
I hated that. Yes, we did, and the Useless Hotline is a place where we help you with our queries, with your queries even. I'm queer, #pride. Anyway, no matter how weird, disgusting or embarrassing they are.
But it won't always just be us. Unfortunately, today we are joined by someone.
Oh, God, such a ball ache. It's my boyfriend
might be for
Andrew. It's my boyfriend Andrew is here as a guest. Yes, we've read the comments, and begrudgingly, I have brought my boyfriend to work today.
Andrew the Mandrew.
Indeed. But before he gets here, George, guess what we did this weekend?
Well, you and Andrew, I wouldn't like to guess.
No, me and you. Even worse.
okay.
It was revolting. It was grim.
Did we perform in front of millions?
No.
Oh.
A couple hundred. We did our live show.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I don't know about you, but
I
I had the
hated it.
best time. Oh, okay.
No, it was good fun. I really liked it.
Yeah, but you could be a bit more
Sorry.
enthusiastic about that.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
God, I had a great time.
Yeah.
No, I did.
It was literally the most fun, and I feel like we both did really well. Everybody who was there, I've literally been getting messages from people saying it was the best night of their life, that they're like still not over it. They've been like writing me paragraphs. I'm like, do you know what? Fair enough, because we put a lot of effort into that show.
We did try to put some. We didn't want it to just be like the same podcast, but just with people watching.
Like we really realised the fact. Because at the end of the day, I've been to some podcast shows, and it's literally just like you go there and they're just doing the same thing that they do on the podcast, but on a stage.
Yes.
And whilst that can be fun if you're like really into the people,
Whilst that could be fun if you're fucking boring.
Yeah.
We tried to amp it up a little.
at the end of the day, you've paid money to go, so it needs to be an elevated version because people get to watch the podcast for free. You lucky buggers. What do you like? So I was like, they're actually paying.
Yeah.
And I think, what would they take? 3,000 each, the tickets?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, no, £20 each. Sorry, I got it confused. Can't even remember, to be honest, how much
Conversion
it
rate.
was. Yeah. But I feel like we just smashed it. I had the best time.
I had a good time. I thought it was good fun.
Yeah, Joe and Casper did cameos.
They did.
That was great.
Casper insisted on saying a line, and he ate up, but he did.
He got it so wrong, bless him. He literally
Max, did you eat all the oat milk?
He was just supposed to, so we planned before the interval, Joe Sugg came on stage and told
we
us.
said, Joe, put it away. You can't be doing that.
No,
on stage.
no. It was revolting. No, he came on and he was like, right, guys, you're late for a meeting, blah blah blah. Because the whole premise of the show, not to like give any of it away, because who knows what could be happening in the future. But it was
that? Nobody.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. But it was a really cool show with a really cool concept. And Joe basically came in halfway through and was like, guys, what are you doing? You're late. Get back to your desks. And Joe was the most like.
It was literally like, it was like a Disney cameo.
Yeah,
that is exactly what it was like. Where they walk in, start their line, everyone sort of realizes who it is. Woo!
And Joe was
just there, like
just
waiting
not
for the
saying
line.
anything. He was so good. And then Casper just made me
you can't
die.
say he was so good. But then Casper.
No. Casper was brilliant because that was the most Casper way that I could possibly have imagined it to go. Like, we told him in the second half, all that he had to do was come on and pretend to make a cup of tea, because we had like a cabinet, a kettle and everything. We were playing a kettle sound effect, and then basically would just like interrupt us and we'd be like, what are you doing?
We thought it'd be funny if he just walks on and we barely just acknowledge that he's there and he just walks back off again.
Exactly. And we said, because we weren't originally going to ask him to say anything, because we were just like, if he doesn't need to, then there's no point. But he was like, no, I want to say something. So we said, right then, when we like kind of have a go at you for interrupting us, why don't you just go, hey, like Max George, do you know where the oat milk is? And he literally went, Max, have you eaten the oat milk?
Did you see somebody tagged us in a story, and it was one they tagged Casper in as well, and they were filming it, although they just posted it being like, oh my god, Casper's here, but they left the sound on so you can hear him say it, and then their friend in the background goes, did he just say eating the oat milk?
Bless him. It was so brilliant. I literally like, that is perfection to me.
But the best bit is, I know he went home after that.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just playing over in his head.
He was looking at himself in the mirror like, idiot, like 1000%. But, I loved it. It was so good. But yeah, the whole show was just the best. I just really enjoyed it. We literally got such good reviews. Everyone was saying that, like, we seemed so natural, which I can only agree.
Max's tan is not natural.
How dare you? It's not. You're right.
It's not. It's deathly.
And we got to do a meet and greet.
We did. That was really weird. I've never done a meet and greet before.
Like, having people draw. Someone. Oh my god! I said I was going to bring it in. I completely forgot. But somebody drew a picture of us.
I think it might be in the bin over.
Shut up! I genuinely believe you. Then I was like, what? No, I was going to hang it up there. But they drew a picture of me and George, and it was so good. What else did we get? I got gifted.
Gifted. That's such an influencer thing to say.
To me. No, literally.
I got gifted.
I got a gift that was a tortoise teddy, because my tortoise is dead. And that was a kind of a running theme throughout the evening. People continuously brought up my dead tortoise to me.
I would never do that.
No, because you're really disrespectful. I mean, respectful. Sorry, I'm not very well after this weekend, if you can't tell. But yeah, what a night. What a night. And just very proud of you, George.
Stop it, you.
For pulling it out the bag. And because people don't realise this, obviously when George is on camera, he's great. But when the cameras go down, he's so fucking boring. He literally like has nothing to him. Like, no person. You're all like, why hasn't George got a girlfriend? He has no personality whatsoever. Like, literally, I'd even say he's arguably less attractive as soon as the cameras go down as well. There's just something about him. It like instantly.
That's unnecessary. Just
his eyes just like
camera.
go like a weird like pinky grey colour. It's just like you look a bit deathly and diseased. And
you are
instant
not
downgrade
one to talk.
In every aspect of you. So I was kind of like, God, how's he gonna, live up to this expectation that people have of him, of being an attractive and nice person? But you did a good job at acting.
Did those roasts
really
cut deep? Did they? You felt like you needed to.
Right. So me and George also roasted each other. Should we say like
not as we normally do? We did it in a different way.
Should we say two of our favourite jokes that we did?
Okay, go on then. You can go for yours.
Okay then. Let me.
Well, you've got favourite ones from your ones that you did.
Shut the fuck up. Let me actually look at them.
I don't even know which ones to pick.
Oh my god, this was by far my favourite. Yeah, so sorry, for context, at the end of the live show, we did a roast where we took turns roasting each other. And this was one of my favourite jokes. George looks like a mixture of Will from The In-Betweeners and Mr. Tumnus from Narnia. I think that is top-notch and so unbelievably accurate.
When I was in Dubai with filming for Chris, they said, "What's the half man, half horse? What are they called? They're called like centaurs. Yeah. They were like, Arthur said, it was like, George, you look like a centaur if they made it back into a human.
What the fuck? That is so. That Mr. Tumnus. Oh my god, that is brilliant. What the hell?
Really
That's so
upset me.
true. Right, come on. What was one of your favourites from me?
God, I don't know. What was a good one?
Yeah, what was a good one?
I think this one was a clever one.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew said that he was a fan of me before Max. So despite being from a little town called Darwin, Max isn't even his boyfriend's natural selection.
That was good. Wow, that's horrible. But it was good. It was one of those where I had to think about it and I was like, oh, science.
You literally said,
yeah,
that's good because science.
Yeah, it was. I was literally like, makes sense. I get it. Right, one more. So George literally just made gay jokes about me, which was too expected.
Didn't make. None of them were really. The punchlines were being gay.
Are you joking? Literally, one of them, you just went, Max is so gay, and stopped talking there.
I stopped talking because everybody laughed.
Everybody laughed.
That's just comedy, that is, Max.
I said, isn't it ironic that George has stood here making gay joke after gay joke about me when George is the one that can't communicate with women? Have you seen him on the podcast? Chloe Burrows sat opposite us and spoke for an hour about her Love Island experience. Meanwhile, the only noise that left George's body were the beads of sweat dripping down his forehead, screaming, "Don't get a boner! Don't get a boner!" I loved that one. I loved it. I was like, well done, mate.
I watched them back and I kept thinking, why is he getting such big cheers? It's because after all of it, she went, I love that. Cheer if you like that one. And everyone was like...
Because I was like, guys, come on, bring it up. Yeah. Right, one more from you, George.
What do I like? This one got a good laugh. It got a clap, actually.
Oh, wow.
Max finds excuses to not go to the gym so often. His PT calls him Max skips leg day.
That is great. I like that a lot.
One.
Yeah. Wow, what a show. What a show. And
if you want to hear more of them, go over to my TikTok account. I've got a full plethora on show.
You do. It's terrifying. But enough about the show. Enough about us. Should we bring in our moderately attractive guest for this week?
I'm already here. What?
Oh.
Okay, yeah, do it.
Let's do it. Right, come over here, darling. Right, moderately attractive guest, please enter.
Woo!
Oh my gosh, is that
Woo, baby?
Is that Max Balegde sat opposite me?
I now know what it feels like to be you because it's just me sat opposite.
Wow.
Hey, wow.
Wait, so everybody compares you to George Clarke.
They do.
And you've come dressed as Max Balegde today.
I know, I'm cosplaying as Max today.
Wow.
What do we call you at home?
Cream
Dream.
I don't think you're allowed to go.
Beige Babe.
What do we call you at home?
Cream Dream. That sounds a bit weird, but it's just because I always
I hope that's about the outfit.
Cut the cameras,
yeah, it
dead
is, yeah. Oh, gosh, that's a bit weird.
Anyway,
you've stolen all my clothes and my jewellery.
And your jewellery.
I
and
noticed
your underwear.
quite often.
Actually, I'm wearing your underwear as well.
Actually?
Yes.
I notice this quite often. You guys wear each other's clothes.
Well, yeah, that's one of the pros about being in a gay relationship.
And we're the same size.
Except Andrew's significantly larger than I am.
Right, come on.
Mostly around the waist.
It's been a rough year.
So we struggle a bit in that department, but something that's like blousey and flowy.
Yes, that doesn't hug the curves.
Yeah, you often wear my caftans.
I'm actually really hot right now. I feel like I've got too many garments on.
Yeah, you do. You
Feel
are
free
a
to
bit.
take them off.
Give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're a bit
stripping
covered. Well, before we proceed,
Yes.
would you like a beverage of any kind?
I'd love one.
Right, well, if you can turn to that cupboard then.
Sort us out,
My God, this
governor.
is so
We don't have
iconic.
any. Do we have any mugs on the ready, or should we just free ball it?
What is pineapple
Nah.
cream? What's that?
It's alright. We'll free ball. Yeah, feel free. Do you want that one that you've literally got off stage?
No, that's empty.
Oh, is it? You've had it. I mean,
But you've eaten all the oatmeal.
I've eaten the oat milk.
I don't want anything because I'm not very well.
Oh, come on.
I'm
Don't be
literally sick.
boring.
No, I
It's me
feel
on the
ill.
episode. We've got to get crazy.
fuck off.
No, I feel sick.
What
I
would
feel
you
very
like?
Sick.
I'd like Max to drink something.
No.
Get yourself like an orange hooch or something. That would help.
Oh, how would that help?
Because it's like having a Barocca.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
An
vitamin
alcoholic
C.
one.
Or I'll have a seltzer, orange seltzer. Yeah. You have to
Do you know
speak
what?
into the microphone, FYI.
Orange seltzer.
For the audio listeners, Andrew, explain what you're doing.
What would you like?
Can I have a surprise, please?
Andrew, I don't think you understand. No one can hear you. Bring the microphone with
hooch. Oh, right.
Yeah.
I should take it with me.
you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Explain to the audio listeners what you're doing.
I'm going to... What's pineapple cream? I'm into
Explain
that.
to the audio
Oh,
listeners what you're
bloody
doing. Say
hell.
hello,
Hi,
audio
listeners.
Why are you looking
I
at
don't know
them?
if I'm
The
looking at
audio.
the camera. You're not there. I'm going to be getting some...
Say hello, audio listeners.
Oh
my
God,
name is
can you
Andrew.
stop telling me what to do? We're going to have a domestic in a bit. Audio listeners, I'm going to be having some pineapple cream. What's this?
Ooh,
Rum?
Blimey.
Strawberry? Oh, is this like tequila rosé?
I don't know.
Other
Maybe.
types of rosé are
Okay, no,
available.
that's
Yeah.
a bit hard for me. I'll have a hooch, I think.
Tequila.
Do
I
it.
mean, what?
I'm doing
audio
this. I'm
listeners.
getting a alcoholic lemon brew hooch.
Wow. From the what?
Ooh, lovely
From the
brew.
cupboard.
Yep. There we go. Right, everybody.
I'm sitting down.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you
I'm
for letting the
sat.
audio listeners. I'm sat.
Right.
Right, everybody. Cheers.
Oh, yours has got a dent
Cheers.
in it, bless it.
Oh, bless. Wow. So,
Bottoms up.
cheers.
Cheeky. Said that to Max before.
Oh, that's oh, that's horrible.
Very lemony.
Right.
Lem
So,
sip.
It's so honey.
so Andrew.
Where do we start?
What's your name and where do you come from?
My name's Andrew Dimitri Span. I'm
Oh.
from North
Do you really
London.
wanna put
and
full
I want to be
Dimitri?
the... What?
Is your middle name Dimitri?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
nice.
Greek. I'm half Greek, half English.
Half
You
Greek
know.
Cypriot.
Greek Cypriot, thank you. for
Very
pointing that out.
important
Although your
detail.
family never recognise that. They just call me... They always like, oh, I've been to Greece before. And I'm like, all right.
Okay.
Cyprus, love.
Sorry, we don't know. The
Oh, look at the
difference.
state of the euro. Stupid northerners.
Yeah, very true. Right. So, how are you? How are you Greek then? How are you Cypriot?
How are you Greek?
What do you mean?
Which,
My
who
I
in
have
your
a
family?
Greek Cypriot mother and
Right.
an English father. They had intercourse. and
Did
had
they?
me.
Oh my God! What
nice.
winky,
9 months
winky
later.
and tinky touching?
Winky and
Winky and
Tinky.
Tinky
Yeah.
What's the
touching.
Tinky?
Put the winky in the tinky.
I've had a drink already.
Yeah, we can tell.
Winky tinky touching.
Right. So, what were you like in school? I mean,
Head
I
boy.
kind of know.
Can you
He was
believe?
head boy.
I was head boy.
That's
And
what
now
you
he's
lived
just
up
giving
to my
head
name.
boy.
There we
go.
go.
It's all come full circle.
So how did you? What? Go on. What were you like in school?
I was like very scared of authority, I'd say, during school, which I think still
Shut up!
exists. I'm sorry.
This Greek side came out then. I'm me sorry.
You just scared him into his Greek off. Oh, I'm sorry. It's like Consuelo. I come back.
Yeah, no,
my
I
God.
still am scared of authority, really. When we're
Right,
out in
okay.
public, I'm a little scared boy.
Yeah, you
But
are.
Oh, bless
yeah,
you.
I was very well behaved. I was like clever, I'd say,
Yeah.
up until a point, and then
Yeah.
it all
What
went
happened
downhill.
then? What's
A-levels.
going on now?
A-levels are rough.
What did you do for A-levels? This is what
I
everybody's
did-
here for.
Yeah.
I did psychology, biology, chemistry, and English literature, and I got a U in chemistry, so that's good. Don't do
Oh.
chemistry A-levels. Awful.
That's why we have no chemistry.
Good point.
Yeah.
More biology, I suppose.
Yeah, oh
we
God,
can't.
yeah.
Well, that's a bit sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Got
can't
you
have
in
kids.
chemistry. Now he's got chemistry with you.
Oh wow, that's
not
true.
really
There we
much,
go.
but
Wow.
some,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
Wow.
Some way.
So I mean, you've managed basically. I mean, the way that I would describe it is you've managed to completely cheat life
I
by
have.
getting with
I
somebody
really have.
that is not only wildly attractive,
Well,
but is hugely
that far.
successful. And essentially, what you now do as a full-time job is leech
It's
off my
just-
success.
Yeah, ride your
So
tailcoats
how's
to the
that-
very end.
how's
I love
that,
every second of it.
How does that feel?
Fraudulent, but amazing. It's pretty great. Yeah, I really have just coasted my way here. Look at me. We were signed to the same management, and you guys actually put an effort in
Yeah,
lockdown,
we
and I
did.
just rocked
Yeah,
up.
we did, didn't we? It's nice to see that. Cheers. This is
Yeah, but who really wins? I get the same reward and none of the effort. I feel like that
literally.
means
Oh my God!
am
I
the
said this to
champion.
Andrew the other day.
What?
As I'm literally like going off to do jobs during the week,
Mm.
and he's at home like filming himself run and like cook a meal.
All right.
I'm
belittle
like,
me.
we're buying a house together, hopefully. Bit of an
Oh
exclusive.
my God, I wasn't sure. I thought we were going to announce this maybe today, but I thought we'd have
I
a
mean, we
conversation
can
first.
do,
So I need
like-
to burp so bad it.
Oh gosh.
Excuse
Oh
me,
God,
it's
you
fine.
guys are so alike.
Yeah,
This
look at
is
it.
so
This is
cute
very
to watch.
physical.
Yeah, see, now you know
Stinky,
how I
but
feel.
cute.
Yeah.
But I said to Andrew, I was like,
What was that?
yeah, I didn't like that.
Stinky Winky.
I said stinky but cute.
Oh, it's Stinky Winky. Anyway.
Of course you heard that, love. I said,
Yes.
What did I say to you? I said, you just get all the rewards that I have, except you don't have to work for it like I do.
Yeah, I just said
Which,
that.
let's put it
Bloody
straight.
hell.
You do things now.
I do.
Do.
Hey?
I do
Do.
some things, but yeah, my life's pretty great. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty great.
So when I met Andrew, let's just go back to
Oh no!
the beginning.
Don't delve into the trauma, please.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
we're
ready
going
for that.
to. We're going to. So we met just over 2 years ago,
Lockdown.
and
What year? 2021.
2021.
Yes.
And do you remember how we got talking?
Yes, we matched on Hinge on the 14th of January 2021.
You remember the
He,
date?
do.
he remembers the dates and
I do.
everything. I don't.
Because it was
Sorry.
a month before Valentine's Day. I remember that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then, is that right? Yes,
Yeah.
that is right.
Don't ask me when
And
Valentine's
then,
Day is.
right.
I've got someone that loves you to know when that is. George is very alone.
What's that like?
Anyway, carry on.
Anyway, yeah, so we matched on the 14th of January 2021. We spoke every day for like 2 months, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
And then we actually had our first date on the 28th of February. I come with the dates here. I don't know what I'm reciting this for. I'm just so in love with him. Yeah, 28th of February, met up, London Bridge. We got, I got a bottle of vodka from Tesco and a bottle of Sprite. Because
How
I
all
asked
good
him if
love
he,
stories
I
start.
asked him if he drank wine, and he said only with lemonade. So I was like, right, okay, we'll just do vodka and lemonade. Got
Yeah,
some
I'm very
plastic cups,
childish.
sat by the bridge, and he just spoke about himself for basically about 3
Oh.
hours, and then we went home and shagged.
So you basically just filming an episode of the podcast.
Yeah,
Pretty much,
literally.
yeah.
I mean, for context, it was lockdown. That's why we didn't get to meet in person.
Yes.
Because I lived in London at the time, and there'd just been the Christmas lockdown where Boris, big up dickhead if you're watching, hopefully you're not, announced on, I believe, the 23rd of December that
Bloody hell,
for
there's so many dates
Christmas,
going around
yeah,
here.
Yeah, sorry.
that
calendar.
for Christmas we were going to go into a lockdown where London was in like group 5 or something, which meant that you cannot leave London, you can't leave your house. So I was basically
don't go to work.
literally I was getting stranded with the idea of, right, so I'm no longer going to be with my family over Christmas, and I'm
Yeah,
just going to
it
stay
was
in London
chaos,
by
I remember.
myself. So I escaped, like literally fled the city with my sister.
Illegally.
Well, it was actually
Allegedly.
illegal until the day after it became illegal, which is weird.
Wow.
And then I was home for like 2 months, but I had my Hinge set to London because I knew that I was going to go back there.
He was catfishing me.
And
clever.
yeah, and we
Yeah.
matched, and then we just talked.
It said Fulham. I was like, ooh, rich. And then he was like, oh, I actually live outside It's not that. Sorry, that sounds classist. Don't put that in.
Andrew is so classy, so are you, but both of you. Honestly, the amount of northern slander that I get on a daily
Never.
basis is ridiculous.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. What was
Shut the fuck up.
you wanna-
Shut the fuck up. Do you understand that now, yeah?
Oh, yeah, Basti.
Yeah, piss
Basti
off.
for tea.
Pasty for tea.
Basti for tea.
So yeah, we basically managed to fall in love very quickly.
We did. I think I fell in love faster, to be fair. Because
I mean, competition.
He was still on Grindr after the first few dates. I was
Oh
like,
my god. Okay, so
Max.
dagger in the heart. I know.
first of all, it was not the first few days.
Dates.
Dates? Are you
Yeah.
joking? I deleted it as soon as I met
No,
you.
you didn't.
Yes,
you didn't.
I
you didn't.
did.
And I
You
can
was
tell you how I
annoyed.
know that. No,
Go on
you
then.
didn't. After we met, you told me that someone had like tweeted your Grindr profile. Do you remember? Do you remember that whole?
No.
Can we tell that story? Do you not remember someone had like catfished you or something? That
Oh
account.
my god, I do remember this. Let
So
me tell
you
this
had
story.
Grindr still, and you were
There was-
lying. He's lying, guy.
Wait, no, this happened whilst I was home though. that whole thing happened whilst I was home.
that unravelled after our first date. I remember specifically.
Yeah, because
Pull up
they,
the
that
receipts.
person, we're talking like a matter of weeks difference here, because this happened. Andrew, I deleted all dating apps when
don't
I met
care.
you.
Yes.
The
Spill
day
that
that I met
tea.
you,
No,
I deleted them all.
You
That is
didn't.
absolutely
But it's
true
fine.
because
You
oh
didn't,
my
but
god,
it is
I
fine.
did. I showed you
Okay.
the scandal.
You didn't, but it's fine.
Oh my god, I hate you.
I feel
anyway,
like I need to be watching this conversation crouched
So, yeah,
down
this is
whilst
going to
going.
be just so boring for everyone.
Shut
It's
up.
Jeremy
domestic
Kyle
the
type.
entire time.
no, so somebody messaged me on Grindr whilst I was still back home because it was somebody that went to the same school as me. So it
yes.
couldn't have been whilst I was in London
Didn't
with you.
they have? Wait, hold on. Just to add on to that, didn't they have like a Twitter account where they would post like nude
Yes,
photos
so anyway,
of celebrities?
Who's
somebody-
this person?
I don't even know. I can't remember. Somebody tweeted and they were like, you guys, so I used to go to school with this guy and I just met him on Grindr and now he's become like a big TikToker and he was so rude to me. He was literally like so offensive, really put me down, blah, blah, blah. And I was
He's
like,
a good judge of character.
and then they replied to it, it's Max Balegde, if anybody's wondering. So somebody saw this, sent it to me and was like, why are you like this, blah, blah, blah. I then went onto Grindr because I remembered that this happened.
So you re-downloaded Grindr for this instance?
Oh my God, no, I hadn't even come
So
to
you
London
had
yet.
Grindr when we
I
were...
could literally get the
Okay,
dates
right.
up of those
Debunked,
tweets
guys. Sorry
because
about that.
you are a bullshitter.
I'm not bullshitting.
Anyway,
It's fine. You were allowed to be. We weren't actually officially
but clearly,
together. It's
yeah, you sound
fine.
really okay with
It did
it.
hurt me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
You're
but-
pathetic. Anyway, anyway, and then I went onto Grindr and I specifically remembered this person's messages and I got them and screenshotted them and I was so nice to them. They literally said to me like, oh, like, I fancy you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, right, show me what you look like. And then I literally said, oh, I'm really sorry, like, hope that you find what you're looking for, but, like, you're not my type or whatever.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And then they were like, oh, no, it's absolutely fine, don't worry, thank you for being so nice about it, blah, blah, blah. And then tweeted that. So I just quote tweeted it with those screenshots, like, you are a freak, why are you lying?
You slayed him.
And
You
then
did, yeah.
we found out that their entire Twitter account was posting, like, Photoshop nude
Wasn't it like
pictures of like
Hollyoaks
Tom
celebrities
Holland.
or something? Oh,
No, it was like-
I
it was
thought
like-
it was like soap stars or something,
No,
like
no,
really
no.
mundane.
Well, Holland and
Bloody hell.
Hollyoaks. Maybe that's where you got confused.
maybe.
Yeah, Holly Willoughby. Won't even
Either
talk
way,
about that.
it
but
was
yeah,
interesting.
crazy times.
Yeah.
So
What
yeah,
were we talking
compulsive
I feel
liar.
like I've just been quiet for so long. I've just been
Yeah,
watching
sorry,
things
George, how
unravel.
are you?
I don't know what's
You've got
This
happening.
is
lovely
also-
eyes, by the way, I have to say.
Thank you.
Yeah,
What
the
really
fuck?
nice
Oh,
colour.
I like your eyes too.
Oh, thank you.
He has
That's all right.
like the
They're
most
very
average
average.
eyes.
They're-
The men are speaking.
Yes,
I like your
um,
facial hair as well.
Oh, thank you. You've got a lovely beard. I saw your
Stop
Philips
it.
One Blade. It's
Well,
lovely.
thank you.
Yeah.
What do you use to groom?
I don't actually know. My mum bought it for me. I'm not
Oh,
quite
that's
sure what it
nice.
is. It's nice, isn't it?
What's the skincare routine? I'm loving it. You look glowing.
Fuck this shit.
It's CeraVe and a Bulldog. Actually, I did a campaign with them the other day. It's
Oh.
Bulldog. Yeah,
Very
Bulldog
nice.
men's. Anyway,
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry about that, Max.
Are you two okay?
I've got a bit of a semi, but apart from that, I'm great.
I thought I was alone, but no.
Oh.
Only slightly chubbed up. Carry on.
Oh my God, I'll be sick.
Anyway.
I'm having a horrible
Don't know where
time.
we're going with it. It's a little shit show
Anyway,
already.
yeah. So we fell in love.
Yes. yeah, kind of. Some point. Yeah.
Well, yeah. When we finally met in person, what was your first thoughts? What was the first thing that you said to me?
The first thing I ever said to Max was, "Oh my God, you're wearing a lot of makeup." Which I remember he was on the other side of the road.
Imagine
Well, before
how
hello.
furious I
Before
was.
hello, yeah.
George, I literally
Oh,
nearly
it was
walked off and
bad.
left.
It was really bad.
Right, so picture
Oh, it was
this.
horrible of me.
It's been lockdown, so I've not met anybody in like years. In fact, whilst we
Can
were
relate.
speaking, I did go on a first date with somebody, but that's neither here nor
Oh my
there.
God, yeah. See, oh my
Oh.
God.
This was before we
communication.
even knew each other.
Oh,
We'd never even met. I went on a walk with this boy.
Yeah,
Damn.
more than a walk. You told me. Anyway,
A walk and a pork.
Yeah.
Walking apart. I think we kissed in his car.
Well, there we
And it
go.
was a
Oh.
shit car and a shit kiss. So
Okay.
Damn.
anyway,
This is after you met Andrew.
no. This was after I'd
During.
started speaking, but just on Hinge. So we hadn't actually physically met yet.
Right. Just wasn't good enough chat, was it?
No, absolutely not. Oh my God, I nearly stopped speaking to Andrew. Oh my God, so picture this. We were like
I
a
knew
month
this
and a
was coming.
half into
I knew this was
speaking,
coming.
and I really liked him a lot. Like, I've never actually liked someone just by messaging them before. Really liked them.
Sweet.
Shut up. And
Has anyone
one
got a
night,
sick bucket anywhere?
one night he must have been getting a bit brave, and
Ooh.
he said something really weird. I think you said like, "I'm gonna hit the hay," and I was like, "That's a weird thing to say. Like, who says that?" And I just took the piss out of him a little bit. And then he was like, "You think that's weird? I can do a really
Sorry.
accurate pig impression."
Yeah, which is weird considering I said hit the hay and then I can do a pig impression. I feel like there's like a barnyard theme going on.
Yeah.
with
I
it.
like
but I used to be able to do it really, really good.
But
like,
bear in
really
mind,
good, but I've
we
lost
had
the ability.
never heard each other's voices. We'd never
No,
FaceTimed.
wrong.
What are you doing here? Trying to
Sorry,
miscredit
you're just
everything that I
lying,
say.
'cause no, we'd been voice noting back and forth.
No, we
ha-
hadn't.
That wasn't the first voice note.
Yes, it was.
Was
I've
it?
never heard
No,
your voice.
you did. No,
Hence
you
why.
No,
The
I don't
first
think
voice
so.
that you did
I
was
don't
a
think
Hence
so.
why,
Maybe,
Andrew,
to be
I
fair.
literally
Yeah, maybe.
didn't
All
properly
right,
speak
yeah,
to
no,
him
you
for like
are.
2
I
days
think you are
after
right.
it.
I think it was.
Heavily
I
considered.
think I gave you that voice note to prove that I could do it.
Yes.
Which is
So
weird.
he sent me a
In
voice note
hindsight.
of him
I might have done a horse as well. but-
doing a pig impression.
Oh, it's so bad.
And I was like, what the fuck? First of all, it was too accurate.
Oh, was
Do
he
it.
Was he going ham?
I don't think I can do it anymore.
You can.
I can't.
You've done it recently. Do it.
Wait, I might need a bit of this.
So you missed my joke then. I thought it was really funny.
What?
Said, was he going ham?
That's pretty
Carry
good.
I do, yeah.
Right,
I'm
let me
upset.
try. Is that good?
That's good.
Kind
I
of.
like that.
Not really. It used
But
to be better. I used to be able
imagine-
to do it like deep. But
Oh.
I used to always say it would be because I
We
came
can
up
only
with it in
dream.
year 9 science. I remember this, saying that it was like a farmer trying to catch a little baby pig, and so it's like running away and it's squealing as
Well,
well.
that's
yeah,
so
I
hot,
got
isn't
that. That
it?
was in the
Which is
subtext.
so,
Yeah,
which I
yeah.
probably said in
That's
the voice
so
note.
hot. That's what like
Gave the
really would.
context.
He just first time you heard his voice, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can do a pig, but it's more like when a
It's like
farmer's
a
trying to
little
catch a
piglet.
baby
Yes.
pig.
genuinely. Imagine my reaction. I was like, "What is this?"
I know. I
freak?
think it was the time when like we were just drinking in our rooms, and I probably was a little bit wine drunk.
You
and a
know,
bit
everybody
crazy.
gets there.
Yeah,
Gets a
been a
little
bit
bit
loose.
tipsy, does a little pig impression of
Yeah.
only when a farmer's trying to catch a small
Yeah,
baby
of
pig,
course,
though.
of
That's
course.
the.
I always
Yeah,
get a
but
bit
I remember
crazy.
thinking, and I do remember the thought crossed my mind of like, this is potentially bizarre behaviour. However, this is almost a test, because if he's a boring person that's not meant for me, he'd judge me for this.
Right,
if
I'm
he's like,
so
and then he
sorry.
didn't
if
reply for 2
preach,
days.
Yeah, he.
I'm so sorry, but
yeah,
a piglet impression is not the
No,
judgment.
but I
whether
thought we were
someone's
having fun.
boring
And
or not.
also, let's bear in mind, like on your Hinge profile, the last picture was fucking Jesse Nelson, be like, Balegde. So like,
Hilarious
I
content.
know, but I
Bad.
thought we.
Whenever anyone's got a hidden photo on their Hinge profile that's not them, I think.
He was
It's
trying.
just- I
He,
don't like
you
Right,
were
and
like,
what's your success rate? Shut the fuck up.
100%.
Okay, you know what? Valid, he got you there. Get fucked.
It's rude.
Can I swear on this, by the way? You swear, don't you?
What?
Can I swear on this? Like,
No, sorry, we're really
constantly?
PG.
Nah.
Sorry.
Okay, right.
So you big fat folk. Sorry, no. Anyway, tell us more about your big fat pig. No, it was horrible.
What?
I nearly stopped
No.
This
talking.
isn't your interview. This is about him.
No, okay, right. What I remember was I sent it over. I can't actually remember what you said back to me after that.
I think I was just like, haha,
I think you
that's weird.
text me, which hurt me hard because I'd like sent the voice note, and then you just messaged me like, "That was so weird." I was like,
Yeah.
What were you expecting
"Oh."
back? His like cow.
Yeah,
impression?
exactly.
No, but I thought maybe. I think I
Like,
did a horse as
oh
well. I'm pretty
God.
sure I did do a horse, but I won't do that
You,
now.
come on,
Um,
you did the pig. Look,
No, the horse.
ago.
No, the
Go
horse is
on.
no, because visually the horse is a lot.
Go
you
on,
like
do it,
proper
do it,
the
go
cheeks
on.
is like,
Yeah, no,
"Whoa,"
it's good.
like that.
Nice.
Oh my god,
Oh,
what
this
am I
is so
doing?
You get
Fine.
PTSD from that.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, when he does the pig, it brings me to a place where I don't
Did your
want to
penis
be.
just? Go,
Yeah. Oh my
Oh.
god.
Anyway.
Can we move on, please?
Yeah, so enough about the animals. Yeah, no,
mortified.
but you went a little bit dead after that.
Yeah.
And I remember
Oh.
thinking,
And I
like,
heavily
"Ooh,
considered
have I ruined everything? Great.
Speaking to this other boy, but then
Well, you were
Andrew-
going to go speaking back to the other one.
Yes. I wanted to be in a
Right,
relationship.
you're straight.
I wanted to be in a relationship at that point
I feel
in my
less
life.
bad about cheating
Wow.
on you the other week now.
Oh right,
Suppose we're
okay,
even.
then good, yeah, that's fine.
Anyway.
But then yeah, we met in.
That is a lie. I've never cheated. I'm
Wow.
very faithful.
I can't wait until you actually do cheat on me one day, and then people on YouTube are going to be like, "Do you remember in 2023
happen,
when?" Yeah, it will.
Oh,
It
that's
will.
you touched on it with the Holly Willoughby thing. Have you seen the clip of Philip Schofield 3 years ago?
Which one?
The runner was doing like an interview with him. Or
Oh yeah,
something.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, like you did really well last time, and then he goes, it's like, well, where do you see yourself in like 3 years' time? It was so, well, keep doing this if I don't get caught or something like that.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
My For You page
God.
has just been constant. With
Literally,
that stuff.
Philip
I'm
Schofield.
enjoying
It's
it a lot.
knocking me absolutely sick, to be honest with you. Like, what a creepy man. And do you remember the era where he got Snapchat and everyone was like,
Yes.
Philip Schofield's
Yeah.
added me on Snapchat. Philip Schofield sent me a picture
Oh,
on
a lot-
Snapchat. Like, I think he did one to me. Oh my
no,
God.
I was
Oh,
really
come
happy
on.
with that
Deadly serious.
nude, and now I realise
You're
there's a
joking.
problem.
I'm being genuinely serious. I think I sent a Snapchat to Philip Schofield and he replied to it like,
It
or
was
like with a
Scope,
thumbs up or
wasn't it?
something.
That was his
Yeah.
name on there.
Are you
But
sure that was
everyone-
his thumb?
Oh my. Oh.
Ew.
Oh my
Oh
God.
god, the wrinkles.
Oh my God. It was Philip Schofield's little pecker, wasn't
Philip
it?
Scropefield.
You know what though,
Oh.
Max? You really like when you know the app Face app.
Yeah.
When you age Max up, he looks exactly like Philip Schofield,
Oh, don't
spitting
say
Yeah,
that.
image.
similar now, anyway.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's just.
Oh my God. Please can we move on? Please can we move on?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we met and we fell in love.
Yes, at some
And,
point
yeah.
after the animal.
Who said I love you first?
I said I love you first,
You forced
and then
it out of
immediately.
me,
So
didn't you?
Andrew, basically.
You tried to force it out of him, and he went,
There's so much to
Yeah.
say.
No, I knew.
"Say it."
Andrew had said to me for whatever reason that he wanted
No,
to be the
go.
one
Yeah.
that would ask me to be his boyfriend, and I was like, okay then. And I was just kind of like,
Oh my god.
we're
Yeah.
obviously going to become boyfriends, so like just do it already. So like
No,
we had
no.
this cute day planned,
Can I explain the cute day? So the cute day was like us going to go and visit all our spots that we go to. Like we went to on our first date, or like iconic places for us around London.
We went like to every single one of the ones that had a significant memory
because it was locked down. We could only drink outside and like meet up outside. So there was a lot of spots to go. And I remember
I wanted to at the G spot.
I'm not doing that.
Anyone?
No.
Absolutely
No.
not.
We did actually.
Oh my God,
Stop. Probably couldn't.
But anyway, my plan was to go back to London Bridge because that was our first date spot. So I thought we'd do all the other places and then end up there. And I'm not going to say the rest, but like where we had our first kiss.
Why'd you make it sound weird?
I don't know, but it's cringe. I feel
Like in Love Island, where they go, "This is where we had this is where I pulled you for my first
chat." Yeah, pretty much, exactly
much. Yeah.
But I fucked it up because instead of going to London Bridge, I ended up walking us up like Millennium Bridge or somewhere completely different. And I was like, okay, I remember walking on the bridge being like, this is not the bridge that we had our first kiss on. So I'd got it wrong. So then I was like, okay, I can't like, I was going to say like, do you want to be my boyfriend? That was going to be the time, that was going to be the place. But I got it wrong. So then I was like, okay, panic. I'll have to find another time to go here later on in the evening. But we were smashed. Like we'd been drinking all day. Like, absolutely smashed. So then we ended up just in Soho on this dingy wall next to a fucking bin. It's like proper grim. And we sat up on this ledge.
I can't even tell you. On a shitty wall full of bird shit and
shit.
bins.
It stunk
everywhere. Like
we had to physically climb on a bin to get up onto the wall because it was a high up wall.
Yeah.
Which I remember you fell off.
It's not a nice location.
Made you feel at home.
Shut up. It was not a nice location whatsoever.
I can only say that again.
And I literally looked at him and I was like, we'd been at the London Eye. We'd been in front of wonderful bridges. We'd been in nice parks. Ended the day next to bins on a wall. And I looked at him. I was are you taking the piss?
But you went, I know you've been wanting to say something all day.
I said, right, Andrew.
Yeah.
I can
and
tell.
That's when you went, you've been wearing so much makeup.
Oh my God. So we didn't even talk about right. We'll get to that in a second. Yeah. But I literally was like, right, Andrew, I can tell that you've been trying to say something all day. Like, just get it over with.
He's just been there going,
no, but he would. We'd literally like get to a point where you probably would say it, and then he just chicken out of it, and I was like, oh my God, stop being a pussy.
You're chicken. I can't do a chicken. Sorry, that's as far as my roster goes. But you're very intense, like because you give direct eye contact, and I just got a bit scared. I feel like
So I just said to him, I was like, Andrew, I love you. And then that was the first time that we'd said I love you or anything. And then he like got all teary eyed, and then we like hugged. No, yes, you did. You absolutely did. You 100% did.
What is this?
And then
it's getting way too personal.
And then we hugged, and then you were like, do you want to be my boyfriend? And I was like, yes. Like, thank fuck, it took you so long to get
and then, oh my God, which is, whatever. And then you jumped off the wall and ran down the street. This is when I questioned everything. You filmed you got your TikTok up. You recorded yourself running down, like, Old Compton Street, like in the middle of Soho, screaming like, I've got a boyfriend. He just asked me to be his boyfriend. Which at that point, I should have gone retracted, actually. I'm okay.
I was very, very drunk. I just
and then
before
I love that. It's a nice little moment. And then you go, he ruined it. Such good content. I've got a boyfriend.
Actually, it wasn't immediately after. Also, a nice little moment. We were on a wall next to bins. Like, it smelled like shit.
No, I know, valid. But I remember my friends messaged me being like, they found out before.
Yeah, sat on it.
So you stood at like a parkour athlete.
Yeah, my friend, my like best mate had texted me being like, what the fuck? Like, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, because I haven't had a chance. It was 5 minutes ago. He just ran down the road and posted it immediately.
Yeah, I was very drunk.
So gross. So gross.
But here we are.
Anyway, the rest is history.
And when I met you, work-wise, what were you doing?
Not much.
Not an awful lot.
Yeah,
no.
I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my
you
life.
were at quite a tough point in your life, realistically.
Yeah, you just started going out
unearthing my trauma. Yeah. I was depressed. Why are you
what the hell is this?
You don't have to say all that, but I'm saying
that. Out with him.
Yeah, I didn't know what I wanted to be. I remember meeting him and being like,
where
I'm going to be an artist.
mentally at this point in time?
When I met you,
pits of
you
hell.
were very much, I think, just trying to throw something at the wall to see. I mean, you just left uni where you did psychology.
And neuroscience, yes.
And it was very evident that you didn't really want to do anything in that realm.
Correct.
And then I remember you telling me you were going to become an artist. And I was like...
Yeah, because I'd done one painting for my friend and he really liked it. It was like, oh, I'll pay you for this. And then I had a few other mates being like, oh, I'll buy one off you. And then I was like, okay, I'll just be an artist. So I remember telling him, he was like, oh, what job are you
literally
going to
looked
get?
at
I was
him
like, oh, I'm
like-
actually going to be an artist.
I genuinely looked at him and I was like, what the
That's not how it works.
I was like, you're not that. No, that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Was that the shit that was on the wall? His
Yeah.
art. He went to a little gallery. But this
Oh,
is
right,
the
yeah.
art
No,
I've made
no.
for you.
It was just not very good. Bless.
Oh.
I mean,
Not my art.
I mean, it's like,
Yeah, it
okay,
was.
it's like good for like someone
was
who
good.
did like
I got an A star in GCSE art.
Exactly. If you did like GCSE art, I'd be like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, I didn't even do A
Would I be
level.
like,
It's
oh,
my
I'll
biggest
buy
regret,
those
actually.
things? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But then I actually worked at L'Oreal at the time, didn't I? Doing
You did.
digital marketing as
Rub it
their
in,
intern. And you got kind of interested in that, which is weird because then you kind of ended up doing the exact same career path that I did, like shortly after that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna claim this is all you now, aren't you?
I mean, I
When's your
literally
podcast
changed his
start?
life.
Well, maybe when this ends, like, we can start one together. We'll see what happens.
I don't think so. Anyway, no, so you got a job at a company doing digital marketing for them.
Yes, I did. Oh my god, I took that awful internship. Do you remember?
Oh
when
my god,
I roped you in.
Oh my god, Andrew literally
Oh.
got scammed, like fully
Oh
scammed.
my god, if they're watching, fuck you.
What was the
honestly.
company? Oh no, we
I
can't.
can't.
No.
I can't.
But
Well, I mean,
like,
they've not taken off. I
so
assume. I
he-
blocked them on everything.
Yeah,
But I assume that.
he applied for a job at like a digital marketing.
It was a marketing strategist like role, which is like super
vague.
vague, but also like too qualified, like in the industry, like
Yeah,
a marketing
he had
strategist
no-
for a company.
he had no experience.
Would be like, yeah, and I was like, basically, virtually,
Yeah.
no experience.
And it was
whatsoever.
working from home, and basically he worked for this man for a month to get social media content for this product. And the guy suspiciously, and I remember saying to Andrew, like in his first week, I was like, isn't this odd? Because the guy specifically asked him to get 3 to 4 months of social media content in 1 month. Like that was his job. So I was like, Andrew, this seems
Well,
like...
hold on. The job was supposed to just be like ongoing, like a permanent position, right? But
Yeah.
he ended up saying after the
It
first...
was a 1 month probation.
It was probation for 1 month. Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Right, I see what you're saying, yeah.
So...
Yeah.
But in that month, he got Andrew to make 3 to 4 months of content for him. So I said, Andrew, does this not seem like at the end of this month,
Oh, I
you're
knew.
going to get
I
fired?
knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I was like, I know exactly what he's doing, but
Yeah, so
we'll
basically...
do it anyway because I'm a little bitch.
Why?
He literally got sacked at the end of the month, and then we looked into the companies that this guy has, and it's highly suspected
Yes.
that he money launders through these companies, and they don't really actually sell these products. Allegedly.
Okay.
And
He was a
he
rich
just needed
man,
a
so-
social media presence for these companies to make it seem like the companies are legitimate.
Well, I don't know. The weird thing was he was like, can you start up a TikTok for this product thing? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I like was solely doing it, which is hard. Like when you start from zero to like build up well, unless you're like me and you find an influencer boyfriend, you can do it quite quickly, I suppose.
Yeah, there you
But
are.
no, so he was like, can you start up a TikTok and just like post on there basically every day? And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that. So I was doing that, fucking embarrassing myself, like doing these stupid trends, but like trying to sell this. I won't say what the product is, but like
The mask can relate.
not unique product. It was already out there and
Yeah, it
done
was
better
bad.
by other people.
It was bad.
So he would basically like show me the people that would make this and be like, basically just do that, like copy that. And so I would do that. And then after the end of the like my time there, he was like, actually you can just delete the account, don't worry about it. And I was like, delete the account, like what? So, yeah, I just
You
think
got
it was all just a
scammed big
sham,
time.
really. Yeah. But I pulled Max in because we made like a, what was that for? Was that like that was like my first
Basically,
week
I got
working there.
scammed into doing work for him.
We went to the park, didn't we?
It was
Like,
just
it was
bad all
awful.
round. But you then got a more legitimate job at
did.
doing digital marketing again for a different company.
I did.
And you were happy going down that career path. Like I never thought when I met you that you would be doing social media. That
Well,
you
I did always say at uni, like I knew I didn't want to do anything super technical.
Yeah, that's
or
because you're lazy
scientific.
and you didn't want to do a proper job.
Granted,
Wow.
it's true.
That's
but
rude, that is.
but I always said like, oh, maybe advertising, marketing. So it was always like on the back burner.
That's
I
why you
wanted
went to
do
uni
something-
for psychology, didn't you? That makes
Well,
sense.
it plays a
Yeah.
part in it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
We did a
Did
marketing
Did you bring him
module.
on just to
Yeah,
He's
poke
just
fun
like,
at him?
absolutely,
That is
absolutely.
Can I say
rude.
the C word on here? Because you
No,
are that.
you actually
Oh,
can't.
can I not? Okay.
No.
Well, you're an unt.
Cool.
So yeah, yeah,
You can say cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are
Are you playing footsie with me?
Oh, sorry, my legs end up over there.
Oh,
Been stretching
You
out.
can if you want.
no, I'm fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, when did explain the story of how you ended up now doing social media for your full-time job?
So I was always like, not always, while we were together at the beginning, I was very conscious of not trying to look like I was trying to do that, because it wasn't my intention at all to do social media on my own in any way. Well, I'm a very anxious person, which I'm sure you can all tell.
Yeah, like genuinely, because I was dating at this point, or like trying to meet people at the point where I had like a few followers. I mean, I had like, when we met, what did I have?
Like 400k, I think.
400, 500k.
No, but like you hit 500k when we were together.
Right, yeah. So it wasn't exactly like I was like so well known that like, oh my gosh, I just can't date anybody without like people trying to whatever. So that didn't really cross my mind that somebody would try and be like clout chasing off me, until I was on things like Tinder, where people would speak to me for a few days and then be like, oh, I actually really love your videos. Like, do you know this person? What is this person like in real life? Blah, 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 stuff like that. So then I was like, oh, that's a bit gross. But with you didn't have a clue who I was. It massively
hurt your ego that I didn't know who you were.
Massively. To the point where I actually hit you, didn't I?
You did,
yeah. No, I didn't.
Multiple times. I didn't admit that on the internet.
But I felt like that was really nice, and simultaneously, you had no desire to like be in my videos. Like even when I would film us doing stuff.
Oh my god, I hated it. I remember you trying to push your merch that you had back in the day. And you were like, oh, can you be in it? Because it was like, was it Pride or something? You did that, be who you are. Whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember you putting me in that, and we had to re-film that like so many times. I'd just be like, oh, I look so ugly at every angle. I hate it.
Yeah.
And I just, did not enjoy that experience whatsoever.
No.
So I would just do it like on the, like I'd just upload like silly videos every now and then, mostly just like you, which I suppose is exactly what I do now still anyway. But anyway, but I was like working my normal job, and then we went to. I was up to about like 60k probably. On
From
TikTok.
doing like I'd say you probably
like,
posted like 4 times a month. Like in fact maybe like 10 times a month.
Maybe a little bit more than 4 times.
Just
a month.
like
but like not that often. Like,
No.
it wasn't like my focus. And then we went to Paris. We went to Disneyland Paris.
We did.
Which
great trip.
You guys like Disney?
Yes, shocking.
Yes.
I know.
Well, I was never that into it, but
No,
I'm
I made
recently
you.
converted.
I made you. Yeah.
We went.
I made both of you go to Disneyland. What a time.
Have you? Oh yeah, Japan.
Yeah.
I was jealous about it. I was supposed to be on that trip.
Yeah. Well, fuck you. You
Rude.
weren't. Yeah.
So we went Disneyland, and then of course, like everyone loves you at Disney. It's just a sight to see. So
Well, I don't know if everyone loves me, but I love everyone at Disney.
No, I mean like what?
What?
I meant like the viewers.
Oh, I thought you meant like we went to the park.
No, I don't
and
mean
everyone was
like
just like, Max,
Ariel
we love
dressed
you.
Yeah,
I was
they
like,
rolled out the
no,
red
yeah,
carpet.
Right, yeah.
You were on the parade.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Do you remember you flipped off the people on the parade?
Yeah, I
Remember
kept
that?
doing this thing. Oh my god.
I was supposed to just.
Oh, you
flip
got a
it.
lot of hate for that. The people didn't like that.
Yeah, no, I kept waving. I'd like wave at like Buzz Lightyear. Quite mean actually. I'd like wave and then they'd
be like,
wave
"I
back and
love
I'd just go. So mean.
There were so many comments like, "Do not be rude to the workers. They do not sign up for that."
But it was a joke. Like I loved them. It was a
it's
joke.
for a video.
Yeah,
It's
it was
fine.
fine. Right.
And so I filmed you like drunk, running around the shops, being a lunatic, and just like adding my commentary to that.
Yeah.
Like you did. You copied my video when you went to Japan. You
Did I?
fraud. No, it's
You
just,
just say,
just a
whoa,
video.
now you're trying to come for my co-host, are you?
Honestly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come on,
Only-
your co-host.
Wow.
Preferably.
Oh, that'll be down for.
That's disgusting. Carry on.
And then so those videos obviously did like quite well, and then I'd gained like I got up to 100k by the time I got back.
You doubled your following.
Yeah, in like a weekend, which
You're
is
welcome.
wild.
No, I'm joking.
So thanks, guys.
But yeah, so then I remember we got back and that had happened. You'd got all these followers and I was like, what the hell? And then you got contacted by your management.
I did.
And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Because my life at that point was like going on trips and doing all these things whilst you were working your 9 to 5.
And you
like,
would say to me all the time, can you not just like do it as well? And I'd be like, it's not that simple. I can't just be like, yeah, cool.
because
and
these
also,
things are so much
it very
more
much
fun.
felt like your thing, and it didn't, still mostly is your thing. But like,
I get what you mean, but like in my eyes, I was like, I get to do so many cool, rare opportunity things, and like I always have to leave you behind at home. So I was like,
and
imagine if we
you
got to do
work
them
on,
together.
Like a bizarre schedule, which was quite hard to like mashing up a 9 to 5 with like you're just away for like a week and then come back for 2 days and then go away.
So
for a
I
week.
was really trying to push you, like, oh my gosh, this could actually be not only a career move for you, but also like our relationship will just flourish because we'll get to spend so much more time together.
Aw.
Little did I know it would be fucking unbearable. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, the first month was rough.
Yeah.
Really quite
But
rough.
you got contacted by a management,
I
and
did.
then I just contacted my manager, and I was like, just so you know, Andrew has been contacted by a management, and I would rather him be with you just because that way we can, like,
Yeah.
because we'll probably get booked doing things together.
Clever.
So I was
Makes
like, it
sense.
makes sense to have the same person managing it. And then she told me that when I started that management, which was last summer, they actually wanted to sign you then when you
Which
only had
is
like 50,000
wild.
followers.
Less.
And I was like, what? It's because my first ever brand deal that I got with them was with you, but they couldn't speak on behalf
Hinge
of you.
one?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got a Hinge brand
What
deal because
happened
we met on
with
Hinge.
Yes.
So I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I was so excited. And I still am. Like, we get to do so many. We're going to
It's lovely, I have to
Greece
say.
next week.
We are.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I just feel like we're living in this fairy tale
It's
land
bizarre.
where, like, we get to do cool things with each other all the time, go to like events, and that's our job.
I know. I
It's
can't
so
even believe. Like
weird.
when I tell you now, I was like the most depressed person you've ever seen like 2 years ago. And it's like it's really like quite amazing now.
Oh, so you
I feel
could
very lucky. I
you
do.
could say that arguably, I have completely just made your life 10 times better.
I'm gonna thank Katie and Klaus for that more. I think.
No.
Yeah.
There we go.
Management.
Absolutely not.
Thanks, the managers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm very proud of you. You've come a long way,
you very
especially
much.
considering that you couldn't even like think about speaking on like an Instagram story or something when I met you.
True.
And now you make an idiot out of yourself on the
I
internet.
do.
So
You've
well
trained
done.
me up well.
I have, yeah.
Yes.
What a crazy life.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers
Yeah.
to me, I suppose.
So, what is your favorite thing about me?
Um,
Fucking hell.
I've said this before, I think, on a video, but probably the size of your penis because you make me feel good about mine.
Nice. Yes.
Tiny
Wow.
Todge. No, I don't know. What actual personality?
Yes,
Or just
please. That would be good.
God, I might take a while here.
This is just not going well.
No, you
for
are
me, is
funny.
it?
Like, I'll give you that. You
that
are
it?
fairly. George is funnier, but you've got something about you.
What am I even here for right now?
No, you're
What's
like
going on?
funny looking, funny. I don't know. You've just
What
got
is going
something-
on? Oh, do you want to say something nice or
I
what?
said you're funny. You're funny. You are. I stand by that.
Yeah, well, you're not.
I know,
Bitch.
but I'm better looking. So that's the main thing, right?
It's so horrible. Andrew is so.
No, I'm the nice one. I'm like the nice, kind
Oh
person.
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can really see that right now.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
And you're the funny one, and that's what we
Oh,
occupy.
brilliant! I'm
That's
so
what you wanna
glad.
be in the
Yeah.
relationship.
Although being
Not
described as nice
nice,
is
not
shit,
good
isn't it?
looking, not anything, just
No.
funny. That's always nice.
You're
isn't it?
fun. No, you're He's actually very.
He's really struggling to say something nice.
No, he's
Like,
he's
what is
quite
going
caring.
on? In like 3 years, when you cheat on me, people are gonna go back to this video
No, yeah.
and be like,
No,
"Oh
no,
my
not
god,
yet.
see, he never
No,
actually
no.
liked him. He
Yeah.
only used
No,
him
yeah.
for money. He didn't actually like him."
No, Max
hates
is very
me.
thoughtful. He is.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh.
You always say that I'm not thoughtful.
You aren't
No, you're
the
thoughtful when you
most.
when you want to plan something, which is I'm not good at this. So like if he's like it's an anniversary or a whatever coming up, you like do think something through very well.
Yeah.
I think you like plan it nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. So that's good.
What's
Wow.
your favourite thing about Andrew?
I may as well just become an event planner then. What's the point in? Yeah, what the hell? My favourite thing about Andrew is, I would say that he is actually very thoughtful
You
of
think?
my
Emotions.
copy. Copying me.
emotions. Very kind. That
I'm
was one of the
empathetic,
first
I
things.
think.
I was going to say, when you said thoughtful, I was like, I don't know if Max is
No, he's no
is
okay.
the most
yeah,
thoughtful. But
Yeah.
in terms of, as an events manager, if you were going to...
yeah, he's really
you
good at
love
hospitality.
taking control
I
of a
do.
situation to plan something.
I do, yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
really
does.
do, yeah.
Is that you just admitting that you're shit at planning, or
Yeah.
I just let you get on with it.
So I guess that does mean I should be an event planner.
You'd
and
be really
maybe we
good,
should
yeah.
just break up.
The live
Thank
show
you,
was
Andrew.
great. It
You've
was.
really.
Did you buy this
honestly-
furniture here? Who sorted this
Yes,
out?
I actually did. Yeah.
So you
So-
still owe him money for that, George?
No,
Or have
I
you
don't
paid
think
him?
so.
Okay.
Oh, do you?
I might do
Maybe he
actually,
does. I'm calling my accountant right
sorry.
after this.
Get on over.
Wow.
Buy me dinner
Wow.
tonight. Thanks,
Yeah.
Max.
yeah. I'll just get you a couple pints.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sure that'll cover it.
He loves a pint. Yeah.
So I am feeling really low about myself right now because you couldn't even think of anything nice to say about me. Thank you, Andrew. Anyway, moving
You
on.
literally said you're funny straight
No,
off the
you're
bat,
funny.
mate.
You are
that's-
funny.
That's great. Wow.
It's the first thing I noticed about you. Our first day of chatting, I remember.
It wasn't
back
how
and
much
forth
makeup
funny.
I had
You've
on.
got a funny
No,
amount
I mean,
of makeup
Anyway.
on right now.
over chat.
Back
yeah.
to the makeup. So when I met Andrew, I was very like sweaty because I was nervous. I had a jumper on. I was going through this phase where I continuously wore jumpers with a shirt underneath.
Oh my god,
and had
with the
the
little
collar
collar and
poking
your
out.
little like Vivian
necklace,
Westwood.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the pearl as well. Yeah.
And don't make a joke.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And pearl
Pearl
necklace.
necklace.
Do you know what that means?
No,
Like jizz all over you.
didn't know that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
The more you know.
lower the tone.
And
Should I have known that?
Yeah, that's quite a common thing.
yeah, not for him though.
No, I suppose. Yeah.
No, yeah.
I don't know
Anyway,
if that's like
I don't know what way
if
round.
that was
we're
like, if
going.
that was like a joke or if it was
no,
like
it's real.
no, as in like not for me, as in it
With
was
his
like
dad.
a joke, or is it just because I don't
His
personally.
dad comes on his chest.
Oh.
Oh Jesus!
Right,
Christ.
moving on. I'm
Right.
upset.
Anyway.
So I put loads of powder on because
You did.
I was sweating, I was oily, and as soon as I got out the train station, I literally like, put my head in a corner and put loads on just because I was like, I don't want him to think I'm a
But
big
when you
sweaty
say
mess.
powder, you mean like foundation powder.
Yeah, so I worked at
It's
L'Oreal
like
at the time, and they
thick.
just released this. So it wasn't like, do you know, like powder that we put on before we went on stage that just like makes you look a bit mad?
Gay.
It wasn't that. It was a.
Matt Balegde.
Yes.
Wait.
It was literally like a foundation in a powder, so it was very thick, and I didn't realize that that's what it was when I put it on, and it basically just made me
You're
look a
right.
bit.
Yeah,
Funny
just
bone.
hit my elbow. Yeah, it wasn't very funny
gosh.
though.
And I was really upset that you said that, but whatever, we're still
I
together.
know.
now,
I do
so-
regret that. That was pretty horrible of me,
Yeah.
really, wasn't it?
Did
Yeah.
you make up afterwards?
We
We made out. Oh.
Good. It's good.
I get it. Yeah.
What's next?
Yeah, brilliant. Clearly, you just don't love me. That's fine.
No.
And I mean, we might be buying a house together.
We might.
So
That's
that's
very
crazy.
As
nice
in,
and
we
cool.
are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
And I mean, hopefully,
I'm
that will
putting in
get
most of
sorted.
the money.
That's
just
not
like to
true
say.
at all.
Of
Yeah.
course.
That's not true.
Tuppence.
To all the lawyers out there that are helping us, our solicitors, that is absolutely not true, and you know it's not. So please don't listen to him. Thank you.
Max wanted to make it very clear there
Yep,
that he makes money. Jesus
Absolutely.
Christ.
Thank
Max makes
you.
more money than me. Yes,
Women
we
in
know.
STEM, that's me. And I love that. I love saying women in STEM.
What does that mean? Am I
Women in
stupid?
do you know like when like in scientific roles they were trying to recruit
It
women,
stands
so
for
it's like
something.
women
Is
in
it
STEM. It's like science, technology, engineering,
maths,
maths.
or something.
I just made those up, but I'm
No, I
guessing
think it's,
it's
some, it's
yeah.
something along those lines. Yeah.
But yeah,
Did you go to private school? You should know these things.
I just haven't heard that phrase before.
Oh, dumb fuck.
He's not a
Anyway.
woman in STEM.
And yeah, so very exciting. We already live together.
We do.
But
We live with Max's friend from
Flatmate
uni. Well, she's
Claudia.
my friend too now as well,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course. But yeah, Claudia, we love you, Claude.
Andrew is very much kind of, I'll describe it as like, do you know when you move in, like with your friend, and then a few months later their boyfriend moves in and they definitely
yeah.
overstay their welcome.
Yeah,
It's
that
kind
is
of that.
me.
It's kind of that.
And she must hate me. Like I've just
Oh.
come in and ruined her life,
Yeah, the
basically.
flat
Like she was
is
living with
not-
her best friend in a flat, and then I came in, and now I've just pulled you away
Yeah,
from her.
there's like definitely not enough room
And
for
there's
us
too many
all.
people,
That's
and yeah,
sad. That
Yeah.
Bless
So that's why
you.
we're getting a house.
We
But
are.
very exciting.
plenty space, big
And
garden.
it'll be interesting to
dog.
see where we are a year from now.
Maybe a
Yeah, we
dog.
want a dog,
We
don't
do.
we?
We wanted.
Nice.
Well, Max was hell bent on getting 2 dogs, which I
Yeah.
feel like you've said on the
So
podcast
off the bat,
before.
you want to go dive head first into a house and 2 dogs.
Yeah, I feel
Which
like
is he wanted it literally before Christmas, so like
Mm.
before we literally what a month after we move in. You're like, yeah, should we just get 2 dogs? I've
Yeah.
never had a pet before.
Isn't that weird? He's never had a pet in his whole life.
No,
I feel like that's not.
No, that is weird.
Unbelievably weird. I mean,
What pets have
we
you
don't
had?
have
one
like, we have the
hamster.
garden.
Is that it?
Yeah,
You give me dog vibes.
that's a bit fucking rude.
No, but I
breed?
mean, like your family seems like you would have had a dog.
Doggy. yeah.
They they are a big fan of doggy.
Does your sister have a dog?
No, she looks after one every now and then.
Ah,
Hey,
But
you?
that's
Right.
rude.
Okay.
No, I want
What
to
the
get
hell?
a dog.
Yeah, you should do. I don't think you can do.
I
mean,
see
yeah,
you more as
can.
a cat person.
No,
I feel
No,
like because you're kind of a
never
bit
near
like
pussy.
shifty.
easy puss
you know what I
joke
mean?
there to make.
Yeah, well, I tried, but
Mm.
it's okay. Yeah, wow. But I want 2 dogs. I know that we're not going to get 2 dogs 'cause it's too much responsibility. I get that.
Yeah, I had to tell you that.
But
though.
it doesn't
don't act
mean
like
that I
you came up
don't.
with that thought on
No,
your
no,
own.
no,
I
I
had to
didn't.
say to you.
Yeah.
I've never had a dog before.
I think you move into the house first. Give it like a
See
couple
how it
months
goes.
Yeah,
stuff
that's the
first.
plan, that's the
So
plan.
Don't move
That
in
wasn't the plan
and
for
then be
him,
like,
though.
oh yeah, we'll get a dog at the exact same
It's
time.
irresponsible.
And then are you guys getting a car as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
You wanna- so
I
you're
don't know how to
planning on
drive
going-
though. Currently,
don't know how to
so
drive.
You're
I
all
will
at
be
once
learning
going-
very soon.
Cow,
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 pig, horse.
car, house, dog. You want it all at once.
Yeah, it's a bit much, really.
It is
isn't
a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
And it all sounds very expensive as well.
Yeah, who's paying for it?
Oh yeah,
Me.
'cause you'd have had all of the expense of that, and then looking after a dog and fuel and insurance of a car. There'd be so much, and then
Yeah.
your mortgage.
Oh my god, the
everything all
mortgage
at
repayments
once.
are just a joke as well.
That would be so much money at once.
Interest
Yeah.
rates are
You
gross.
just
Do you
wouldn't.
know what? You raise a good point, George. You really do.
Yeah. I'm glad you've said
wow.
it because you wasn't
Mm.
listening when I was saying it, and you're acting now like you came up with this.
All right, then
thought,
let's
and
not get the house then.
No,
Let's
but
not get
Max
the
is
house.
very thoughtful, as
Yeah.
we've established. So
He
Yeah,
is.
I'm very thoughtful.
Yeah.
Very thoughtful. I'm funny. Don't forget funny. Not at all attractive.
Remember a
though.
minute ago when he said
Semi-funny.
cow? That was
Yeah.
Yeah.
cow pig.
Right.
Nice.
What do you think then, since all of this starting for you and for me, has been the biggest change about me since you met me?
Oh,
Your
you're
head has
so much
gotten
better now.
massively
Oh my
bigger.
god,
What?
you're like a lot more subdued. I think
Okay.
Yeah, you
Excuse
did.
me, I'm
Weirdly,
about- yeah.
you used to be crazier.
Mm.
you used to be.
I don't think that's that weird though, because when I was single, I was mad. Like, I was a whore.
Well, all the stories that he tells on here, most of them are from your single days.
Well, yeah, because they're mostly about like shagging.
And that's
people.
what I mean. No, but you used to do like more than just that. You used to end up in quite like wacky scenarios.
Yeah,
I feel like
I guess
you'd find
so.
yourself in, like-
Because like I used to be a bit of a crazy gal, and
Mm.
especially when I was single. Crazy.
so crazy.
Especially when I was single, I just had like no inhibitions. I would just like go on a night out and be like,
Yeah, but
wherever
even
the
when we
world's
first
gonna
met,
take
you'd get
me.
like that. Like you just
Yeah.
would be a mess and like.
But I'm a
gross.
lot calmer now because, well, number one, I'm older, which makes you
True.
calmer, I feel.
True.
And number
You have
two,
a serious job now.
yeah, I feel
Kind
like
of.
I'm just a lot happier in my everyday life, so I don't go out striving for crazy, happy, like wild things to happen
Yeah.
because I'm just having a good time.
That's
True.
cute.
I used to hate it because you'd always like the first initial months of us speaking. I couldn't watch your TikToks ever because it would be like you uploading something at 3 in the morning, being an absolute dirty mess, like covered in like alcohol and blood, probably from like.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, that is classic you.
Yeah,
I
so
like doing
mean.
handstands and just being a public nuisance, and I would
Yeah.
always be like, I'm very like, I'm not like that really. I feel like I'm quite like.
I feel like you
Yeah.
could still
Polite.
get like that, but you just.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
Oh, he's got it in him. Don't
Yeah.
worry. Don't worry. he
but
does,
I just don't go out as much.
we are more boring than you think. I
Yeah.
reckon.
But I kind of like it. I kind of like. I think
So
it's
I feel
quite
really
nice.
bad. This whole time I'm like, we're really leaving George out. I feel like it's just like.
Well,
just
what do you want
us
us to
having a
ask him? What
conversation,
he's like
George
in
just
his
going like,
relationship?
cows.
Yeah. Can you stop doing this to me, please?
George doesn't have anybody that loves him, remember, so he can't talk about. He can't relate to
True.
any of this.
Oh, I'm not true. Sorry, that's
Oh,
sad.
I'm a crazy single too. I get really crazy and mental.
Yeah, can I ask you about? I'm going to grill you in a minute.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God.
flip
Go
flip
on
the
then.
table. How's your love life? What's going on with it?
Oh,
It's
The people want to know. They do.
you're not dating anybody, are you?
No, not really. I mean,
Shock.
I've been on dates.
Have you?
Yeah.
Mm.
With who? Anyone I know?
No.
They're
No,
in witness
nobody-
protection, so they're
nobody-
not
Would you ever
allowed.
date an influencer?
I don't know. I don't know if I would,
Mm.
because it's a bit of a sticky one still.
A
'cause
family member?
If it goes, 'cause if I feel like with an influencer,
Mm.
if
Yeah.
it goes bad, then you've completely ostracized. Like there's people take sides, and you've just completely ostracized yourself from
If
like
you
a
make
whole
it, like,
lot of
public,
other
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always say, don't I? Like, if we broke up tomorrow, I would just be fucked. Like, what would I do? Everyone would just be like, obviously on his
Do you
side.
realise
which
the
is fair.
picture that you're painting? You couldn't even give me a compliment.
Oh, I do
You're now
love
saying,
him. I
oh,
do-
if
No,
if
I
you were
said- I
broke
just
up with
try
me,
not-
I'd be fucked. My entire career would go
No,
down.
I don't just mean career. I just
indicating
mean
that you're
like
only
friends
with
as
me.
well. Like, he would never talk to me again.
You're honestly not painting a good picture for our relationship.
You know
We
what?
are in
I'm
love.
gonna
Out
flip
there.
the script here. You're not painting a nice picture. You're putting words in his mouth.
You are.
I'm
But-
putting
yeah,
words. It
thank you,
just
George.
said if we broke up, my career
Oh,
would be
you're
fucked.
I
reading
didn't say
between the
career. I
lines
just said
there.
I would be
Wow.
fucked.
In what way?
Well, I wouldn't be fucked.
He's basically
but-
saying the way I read that was that he's thankful for being in such a happy relationship, because
Very
if he
that.
wasn't, then he would be fucked with his career.
Exactly that.
But
yeah.
you
What I
flipped the
meant.
script,
Yeah,
baby.
I did flip that.
Always seeing the
script.
worst.
Yeah.
It's the
Honestly.
pessimist.
Jesus
What we talk about you? Yeah. So you would. No, you wouldn't.
No, I
'cause
mean,
it would be
I mean, I
too
guess if it's just
divisive.
like, I mean, if you both feel it, you can't just be like, "Now we're not going to." But I thought,
Yeah.
but I don't feel like I'd strive for it.
No, I don't think I would either. If I was single, I think the idea of going out with someone that is also like an influencer would just feel like a business relationship. Like,
Plus, it's so much more public that nothing of yours is really
Yeah.
private. Then
like I wouldn't really like that. I mean, comparing it to like me and Andrew, when we met, it was very private.
Yeah.
Until
I mean, you guys are still even though like people would stop you and be like, "Oh, I know, like you guys are together." Like,
but they don't know.
That
like,
they don't know
everything.
much.
Well, you choose.
No.
Yeah.
We post naked pictures every now and again, but that's just
God,
on
can
close
you
friends.
imagine if anyone saw that?
Oh
What a
my god!
state.
Do you remember when we made that video of us having sex and my PT nearly saw it?
Yeah, I was talking about it the other day with someone.
Oh
I
my
don't know
god!
who. Oh, my cousin. She was horrified. Yeah.
Oh, I'm horrified.
Yeah.
It was horrifying.
Why did she?
watching it?
Everything.
That was such a stupid sentence. I'm horrified. It was horrifying.
Everything was horrific about
honestly,
that. The sex.
If you ever think, oh, it'd be a really good idea to like watch myself having sex, just make sure that you can't see your belly and your jiggles in it, because it really
jiggles.
Oh, actually.
What? Oh my god! And
but
you
it's
can
the bit like before, like when you like go into the camera to like pick it up or stop it, and you could just catch yourself. Be like,
oh.
sorry, not like that, not like that.
Honestly,
Mum,
though,
you better not be watching.
Oh yeah. awful scenes.
Anyway.
Like just a horrible experience all round. And then it makes me worried a bit, because I'm like, if I somehow mess my entire career up, I would probably just go
Likely.
for OnlyFans just to see what would happen.
Oh my god, yeah.
But then
I've got a lot of men in India that ask me if I'm going to start an OnlyFans on Instagram.
Wow, that's
yeah.
good.
Do you realize how
I
much
was like,
money you can
maybe.
make on OnlyFans as well, by the way? It's like actually obscene.
I know, but honestly,
No, but
like,
when you just make a shit ton in your first month, and then everyone's just like, well, we've seen the goods now. Save all the
the
pictures.
goods, I don't. Mine
No,
are
you're nothing
mine are
good at the bads,
mediocres.
yeah.
Okay, there's nothing good
Take a
about
look
mine.
at the bads.
Like, it would just be. I'd have to get in such
Oh,
better
we're
shape
so
than I'm in
jiggly at the
now,
moment,
because
aren't we?
I
Bless us.
really look like a sack of
We
flour.
really are.
so jiggly.
really
We've gained
We are
weight
so
since we
like
met.
I've gained. I think what is it? It's like
Like
12
3
kilos,
stone.
which is how many? Yeah, how many? What's in a stone?
I
Is
don't
it
know.
6 kilos. I don't know actually.
No
I
idea.
don't know anything maths.
Yeah, we both look different. Like when I look back on pictures, I'm
So
like,
different.
I mean, my teeth are different and my face
Yeah,
is
you've
different.
had a whole face transplant.
I actually kind of have. It's just
Courtesy
got
of my
fatter
friend.
and got new teeth.
Yeah,
I quite like
Yeah.
your fat
I
face,
just got
though.
fatter.
Aww.
Oh, his cute little double chin.
I quite like your
I do.
fat face.
Don't I just? I grab on your chin a lot, don't I? But then
Yeah, see.
Oh my god, should we talk about flump? Have we spoken about flump?
I want to talk
I'm not
about
getting
Is that your
flump
name
out.
for his penis?
No.
No.
Oh.
Andrew
My belly.
has this pocket of fat. I believe it's called a muffin top.
No.
It is. That's
no,
like
no.
actually what it's
Well,
called.
It does wrap all the way around. I
And
suppose,
but
a
it's
little
like
bit.
literally just here, like that is so pronounced
cry.
and so. It's literally like when he gains weight, it goes there first. So like all around it won't look fat, and then just there, it's like somebody has added a little like attachment.
little pillow like
It's
underneath
so
the skin.
it's so stretchy. And
My
so, oh
skin
my
is
god,
quite-
show is
I
how
don't know.
stretchy
Wait,
his
hold
skin
on.
is.
Oh god.
Is it?
How weird is that?
Is
Look,
that
show
not-
it to the camera.
Where's the camera? Which one am I looking at?
That one.
That's quite. Yeah, that
Isn't
is quite
it?
stretchy.
Is
Yeah.
that I don't know. I'm
Oh,
a bit
God.
Isn't it
sweaty right
weird?
now, but
It's freaky.
Yeah.
You can do
Oh,
it.
you can do
Why
it a
is
bit.
yours is longer
that-
than mine.
Oh my god, I can't do it at all.
That doesn't.
Oh,
Quote me on that.
That doesn't.
oh,
Is that stretchy?
freaks,
Maybe
freaks.
is it just normal?
No,
Oh, do yours.
I
Yeah, but
literally.
you
it
filled all
hurts
yours
so
out,
much.
so.
Wow, it hurts.
Oh
me.
wait, my eyelids are weird. I don't
Yeah.
know if they'll catch that. But, like, my
eyelids.
eyelids are so like they're really
Very
quite-
hooded. But yeah, and so we call that his flump, and I
Nice.
like to grab it every now and again. Honestly, like
You like
it
to
just-
grab Andrew's flump.
Yeah.
Don't say that on the
No, I
podcast.
won't. I just did. But it's honestly like, do you know how kids like playing with slime?
Oh, don't
That's
say
like
Oh, it
that. for
is
me.
Don't
really
add
like
kids
slime.
into the mix.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, he'll need it.
It's not a sexual thing, 'cause it's literally like it's not a sexual, like it's just
All right, Philip.
right. I'm just gonna stop talking.
Yeah.
I'm digging myself in a flumpy
It's,
hole.
you honestly love it. It's like your
I love
favorite
it.
feature of me.
It's so
It really is.
Why didn't you say that
Squeezable.
earlier? What's your favourite thing about Andrew? If
Yeah,
you,
it
if you
is
said,
though.
If you said
He-
his flump, I would-
Like if you're just like watching a film, he'll just come over. Well, he'll just come over and just like stroke it and like play with it, don't you?
Yeah.
This sounds so weird. Like
Yeah, it
why I've had a
does.
drink of that, and I'm just.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I just wanted to say, well done. You have passed your interview.
Oh great.
If you would
thank
like to do a little trial shift with us.
Absolutely.
That's
I think
alright,
I'm ready.
right? Well, I think I can hear the phone ringing.
Can you? Well
George?
done. Yeah, I can hear it as well.
Whoa.
Do you want to pick the phone up?
Oh, me.
Fondle that boy.
Pick it up and then no.
Oh, no.
Have you never watched the podcast?
Yeah. How do I speaker?
Just
Um,
any of the buttons.
yeah, that
there you
one will
go.
do,
Well, I
that
think
one.
that might actually
Yeah.
be the speaker button.
Yeah.
There we go.
Greetings and salutations, Max and George. I am using a fake voice so no one knows it me. I need your advice on how to clear my memory. Basically, when I was around 11, I was in my nan's bedroom. After looking for nail clippers, I found that my nan surprisingly had a bottle of lube in her drawer. This was absolutely mind-blowing because thinking of her old minge and my granddad's saggy bollocks was sickening. After more searching, I found not one, not two, but 3 pink vibrators in my nan's secret bag. I started pressing the buttons from mild curiosity, but as George would know, if it's a phallic shape, it must go in. Yes, I used my nan's vibrator. At age 11, multiple times. For months I tried to block it out of my memory, but this was too traumatic. But after many months of praying, I had forgotten. Until listening to your pod, I was wondering what I would send in, and then these traumas resurfaced. So I need help on how to forget all of this. Thank you, my little babies. Love from Dildo Thief.
That's
Okay, that is a lot to unpack.
Stealing grandma's dildo. I did not think that would come up today.
Oh my God, I was not ready for any of that.
First of all,
did you wipe them down? Is what I'd
mean,
ask
yeah,
first off.
that's what I'm
Do you reckon
thinking.
she did it for the buzz?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
First of
Sigh in
all,
disgust.
elderly people having dildos is fine. Let's not shame people.
No,
just 'cause-
No, it's
Well,
not.
it
It's
depends.
horrible. Stop. Over the age of what?
Well,
50,
my grandparents
over
were
the age
all
of
like in their
55.
90s. Yours is like 60, whatever. They probably still.
My
give
grandparents
them-
is
Oh no, they're
in
like
their
70.
70s, yeah.
I feel like 70 you can still give yourself a bit of a flick, can't you?
You can do it at any age.
I suppose you can do.
No,
yeah,
you
but
can't.
Yeah, you
No.
can't.
Not like my grandma passed at 99. Like, I feel like at that
I don't
point.
think she was like
Well, I
wanking.
don't think she died dildo in hand, though, did she?
No, like what? Why did you even? No, but like, of course, though, she was also 99. Like, I doubt that that's one of your
to be
priorities at
fair,
that
if
point.
you can barely feed yourself, you're probably not going to be.
Oh my God, why are you? What is wrong with you? I think that it's fine that your grandma has lube. She's probably not able to self-lubricate anymore.
Oh
so
God!
that's
Don't
fine.
put that thought into my. Why?
Why?
Why are you analysing why she's got the lube? That's
Because I'm just explaining to this person that
context.
it's normal for
No,
your
I hear you on
grandma
that.
to want to whack it
Yeah,
off.
it happens.
What did that person say at our live show? Wiggled a worm.
Oh
Yes.
God!
There we
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
What's not normal is that you put it inside yourself after your grandma's
That
been
is
wiggling
Yeah,
that
that
worm.
is odd.
Really quite demented
That's
behaviour, really. Isn't it?
She was
just-
11, so did she know what it was?
Wait, did she say it was? She said 11.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
was just overwhelmed with the words that were being thrown out.
Didn't I tell you when I put that pen up my ass and it broke and
Do
ink
I
went all
ever?
over me
I found that out way too early. The fountain pen.
when I turned into a human squid.
Weird, yeah.
Oh God!
Horrific.
Awful times all round. So
Yeah.
I can speak from experience.
Was that your grandma's?
It was not my grandmother's pen.
Her favourite pen?
No,
Her
it
Parker
wasn't.
pen?
It wasn't actually. But back to the topic at hand. Filth.
Dirty.
Stop.
Dirty.
And you
Why
should
does
have
she
shame.
need 3?
Different
Different sizes.
sizes for different
kind
moods.
of ribs.
Yeah.
Ribs and
So is there a frog on the podcast?
Yeah.
I can also do a frog as well. Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, I think that that's perfectly normal, and the only thing that's not normal is that you put it inside you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean that's the bit that I think we need to.
Well, what's the
maybe
advice?
tackle
Maybe
as
seek
opposed-
psychological help.
yeah, as to why not only you
God.
wanted to do it, but why you actually carried it out.
Although 11, you don't really know what's going on.
But I feel like at
Actually,
11
maybe
I
you
had
do.
I
enough.
feel
know
like
what's
if I was
going on at
confused about
11.
something, I wouldn't put it in me.
No, I had enough
certainly
awareness.
if it was my
At,
grandma's.
I had enough
Yeah,
awareness at age 11 to know to not put my grandma's vibrator inside me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, sorry, Flex.
Yeah. You had an awful haircut though at age 11.
Yeah,
just
they're
saying,
not
yeah.
the same
Didn't have an awareness
thing. Yeah.
there. Okay.
Wow. Okay then. Brilliant
Cool.
advice, guys. Well
Just-
done.
Put it
Yeah.
back. Don't do it again.
Yeah.
You never tell anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except you
Yeah.
just told us. So
Well, nobody
yeah, we
knows
didn't
who
get
it
it.
is.
yeah, true. Except I do, and I might just leak that information. Anyway, as an email come through, do you want to just press send?
God.
Yes, it has.
Wow.
Well, tell the audio listeners what the hell's going
Audio
on.
listeners, Andrew, please will you explain what's
Audio
happening?
listeners, the printer is printing.
What's it? Is it doing it well, or is it at a
It's
fast pace?
kind of sounds a bit. No, not well actually. It's a bit
okay.
painful.
Oh,
G'day.
good day.
Oh, Aussie.
Even that old G day.
Mm.
Max, you
Yeah.
asked in the latest episode if George Bad ever heard about people putting metal rods in their penis. Actually, that was had.
Oh.
1 a.m. nurse. I believe that means I am a nurse. I was an AIN assistant in nursing at the time of this incident, and I've actually come across a patient who has done this exact thing. I believe it's called sounding.
Oh my god.
It is.
Well, this isn't sounding very nice.
Hey.
And proceeded to get the rod stuck in his urethra. He
Rod
ended up in
Stewart.
emergency, obviously, and then underwent a 3 to 5 hour surgery, can't quite remember the time, in order to remove it. He had tied fishing line through the end of the rod as a retrieval method, which clearly failed him tremendously.
Oh my god.
This was not his first hospitalisation for sexual blunders. I was informed by the other nurses that they had met this man on multiple occasions, each for getting objects stuck in bodily cavities and needing removal/retrieval procedures to remove them. I can go into the psychology behind this sort of behaviour, but I won't because, God, I don't want to bore you up. You're absolutely shitless. But I do have a photo of the rod that was removed from the man if you're interested.
I'd love to see
I don't
it.
want to attach it in case it's really quite jarring for you guys to see. There is no identification markers in the picture, so anonymity is kept, and there is only small amounts of blood in the background. I can send it if you want,
my
cheeky
God.
geese.
Oh my
Right,
god.
Max, I think this is your one to take.
We don't have the picture, and obviously
No.
we won't be able to show it even if
Yeah.
we did.
No.
I don't want to see the picture, to be honest with you. Wow. Rod in my penis? Absolutely not. Just putting that out there. Second, the thought of doing something like that and then getting to the point. I want to know what the turning point is where you're like, fuck, I've tried everything that I can to get this metal rod out of my
Like,
dick.
you know it
Sorry,
has
is
to
it?
be,
And I need
like,
to call the police.
it has to be like a recurring problem if you've thought beforehand, right, remember from last time, I need to put the fishing line on.
Oh my god.
I just can't imagine.
Do they do it to
pleasure.
stretch? Is that the
I
point?
don't know, but like,
no, it gives it
but
gives
why are
them
you putting
pleasure.
it? Why are you putting it all in? How big's the?
Oh,
Like, you need a
I don't
if
know,
you need
but
a
it's made me feel
line
very
to.
weak. I
Yeah.
have to say.
I don't like it. I don't want it.
God,
I
these
don't.
are
I
some
don't want to see
horrific
it.
things today.
I don't want it to ever happen.
No.
And I'm sorry that happened to you, sir, or whoever you are.
3 to 5 hour.
What is
procedure.
the advice though? What have they asked for advice on?
I
Look,
don't know. I think it was
we're
just.
not here to
They're
kink
just-
shame.
they're just confessing.
One thing this is an overarching theme on the podcast. One thing we don't do is kink shame.
Yes.
If your kink is putting you into hospitalisation, I would say maybe
shame
steer
it a little
clear
bit.
of that.
Yeah.
Or don't push it down so far that you need fishing line to retrieve it.
Oh, this
No.
Oh my god! It literally makes me want to curl up into a ball and just never have a rod near me again.
You won't.
Rodney?
Rod Stewart.
What?
What? I don't know. Horrible time. But great
Cool.
advice, George. Well done.
Yeah.
Right, well, because we spent so long talking, we don't really have any time for any more dilemmas. But I would just like to say thank you very much for
Aw.
coming on the episode.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you for
Thank you,
living
Andrew.
in my home with me, and thank you for capturing my heart.
Oh,
that's cute.
thank you.
Thank you.
I want you guys to end it with your just one nice thing from the heart. No
Okay.
jokes. I
Do
want
you wanna go first? I
you
need
to
a
look at
minute.
each other in the eyes.
Sorry,
Don't
I've
break
just
eye
done it again,
contact
haven't I?
and just say one nice thing that you love about each other.
I love.
Actually, this is a good game. If you both keep going, take it in turns,
Oh,
saying a nice
shit,
thing
compliments.
until one of you breaks and stops, and then that means that person doesn't love you the most.
Okay, right. Go on, you go first.
Okay. Funny.
Are you taking the piss?
No, we're starting with that. We keep going, don't we?
You can
Yeah, you
say,
say
a
it in a
sentence.
sentence.
Oh,
like,
right.
I think you're very
What
funny.
What is this? Just
I
tennis?
think you're really funny.
No, I say actually, can you word it like I
And-
love that you're.
Oh, okay. I love that you're so funny and you make me laugh every day.
This is
I am actually. I am very funny. I love that you are very patient with me, and even when I'm stressed, because I have a much more tasking and stressful life than you
Don't
do,
be
even
like
though you
that.
get to
Don't.
reap all the
Well, we
rewards
said
of my
really
hard
good.
work.
We said no
Sorry, I'm
joke, we
getting to
said-
it. I'm getting to it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like that you are very patient in dealing with me when I'm living through stressful situations.
Oh.
Go on.
Um, I
This is nice,
love
isn't
your
it?
passive aggression. No, I love how you are so lovely with my friends and family. I
Oh.
think they all think you're absolutely lovely and always a dream.
Aw.
So
Oh, this is really
Um,
nice. I'm liking this.
I
getting a
love
boner.
that. What?
I'm joking.
Oh, don't ruin the moment.
Yeah.
He's-
I
we're
love
done
that.
with the Roddies. Carry on.
I love that when we met, I had
Boner.
teeth that were nowhere near as good as yours, and mine are now arguably better than yours.
They've been
That's straying from the
shaved
nice
down.
comments.
Sorry. I love that as I've gained weight throughout our relationship, you have too.
nice.
So it's really
Okay.
just made
I
me
don't
feel
think you're
that
really sticking to this
even
kind of
though
game
I
by the
don't
rules.
find myself as much attractive,
Yeah.
you equally aren't.
Mm.
So we're kind of at the same
I
level.
think we're on the same level. Should we ask the audience? Guys, comment. Who's better looking? Me or Max? It's
Wow.
George, isn't it? Really, let's be
Yeah.
honest. Me or Max, it's George.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
you'd
Then.
be silly.
No, I'm joking.
I love
you
your big
lots.
pepperoni nipples.
I do have
They are
quite
like
big
slices of
nipples.
salami.
Yeah, I do have
Oh,
quite
I
big
love
nipples.
salami,
Tasty.
so
Oh, bless.
yeah.
Right, well,
Cool.
that's all that we've got.
That was nice, though, wasn't it? to
yeah.
end it off?
that
it
was
is.
quite sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I've had a blast, and also I'd like to say, well done on your live show. I think it was absolutely
Stop
amazing,
it.
and it made me
Too
very
kind.
proud of both of you.
Oh,
Indeed.
thank you so
It's very
much.
kind of you.
And
welcome.
thank you for coming on, love. I'll see you at home.
Cool. See you later, love.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
If you did enjoy and you're watching, make sure to like, subscribe, ring those bells so you know when we next post. If you're listening, give us a 5-star rating. Download us next week. Listen to us on the go. You guys are like doing the X Factor thing
Yeah.
right now. Just and what are the other things that we want them to do? How do they
Follow
how
me.
do they write in?
If
Okay.
you would like to send in a dilemma, then please do so to the uselesshotlinepodcast@gmail.com. If it's a written one, or if it's an audio one, please send one to our Instagram at the Useless Hotline Pod. And please make sure it's quick, snappy, funny, and get straight to the point.
But
Do it.
until next time.
Until next time, what's a finishing quote?
I actually
for
can't remember. I never get this far.
Okay.
No, but
Until
we
next
just
time.
we just make one
Oh
up
right,
each
do
week.
we? Okay.
Until
that's maybe
next time, Andrew actually loves
Eat
me a
my
lot. He
ass.
just struggles to show it. I guess.
Cool. Bye. Love you. Yeah.
Is that
Is that
love
the
you
end?
towards me or
Everyone.
Oh.
Love you all.
okay? Wow.
And you.